Good day and welcome. Join us as we drift gently, suspended in the quiet air above a very special place. Down below lies the island state of Tasmania, a land of ancient forests and rugged coastlines, and nestled here in a peaceful valley is the city of Launceston. From this vantage point, high above the gentle hum of daily life, the world unfolds in a new and wondrous way. It is a place where nature and human settlement have found a remarkable and gentle harmony, a city cradled by rolling hills and winding rivers. We invite you to simply float with us, to breathe in the stillness, and to see this charming city as the birds do. Today, on the 2nd of August 2025, the winter light casts a soft golden glow across the landscape. The air is crisp and clear, offering us an uninterrupted view for miles in every direction. Now, let us drift slowly towards the city's core. From our serene position in the sky, the central business district appears as a neat and orderly grid. It is a tapestry woven with threads of Victorian and Georgian architecture, their historic rooftops creating a wonderful mosaic of slate grey and terracotta red. Look closely, and you can trace the main thoroughfares of Brisbane Street and Charles Street, which from this height look like canyons carved through a landscape of heritage buildings. The cars below move like tiny, colourful beetles, each on its own determined path, yet their collective movement creates a gentle, rhythmic pulse. We can see the town hall with its prominent clock tower, a steadfast guardian keeping time for the generations. Nearby, the grand post office stands as a testament to the civic pride of a bygone era. Even amongst the brick and mortar, green spaces insist on making their presence known. We can spot the perfectly manicured lawns and towering English trees of Prince's Square and City Park. Let our gentle aerial current guide us away from the city centre, towards the shimmering expanse of water that defines this entire region. This is the Kanamaluka, known today as the Tamar River. Below us, the North Esk and South Esk rivers meet to form the Tamar, right at the edge of the city. We can see this confluence clearly, a blending of waters that marks the very reason for Launceston's existence. We see marina berths filled with yachts and fishing boats, their masts like a forest of thin white reeds. People stroll along the waterfront boardwalks at Seaport, their figures small but their enjoyment palpable. Look at the way the light dances on the water's surface. A gentle breeze creates a million tiny diamonds, sparkling and shifting with every gust. Now we turn our gaze towards one of Launceston's most treasured and surprising features. Just a stone's throw from the city's heart, nature has carved a masterpiece. This is the Cataract Gorge, a dramatic river chasm that slices through the dolerite rock. From our aerial perspective, it is a breathtaking sight, a slash of wild, untamed nature right on the city's doorstep. And look there, stretching across the void, is the Alexandra Suspension Bridge. The chairlift, the longest single-span chairlift in the world, glides slowly across the basin, its colourful chairs moving in a silent, graceful procession. Below it, the river forms a deep, tranquil pool known as the First Basin. From above, it is a perfect circle of dark, calm water, surrounded by a landscaped park. Let us drift back over the city, focusing on the vibrant splashes of green that punctuate the urban landscape. We are now hovering over City Park, a classic Victorian garden that covers a significant portion of the eastern side of the city centre. From this height, its design is laid bare. A beautiful combination of formal flower beds, vast open lawns, and groves of magnificent trees. The paths curve and intersect in pleasing arcs. Now, we glide a short distance to another green jewel, Prince's Square. From our aerial perch, we can see its perfect symmetry. It is laid out in the shape of a Maltese cross, with diagonal paths converging on a magnificent ornate fountain at its center. The entire space is ringed by enormous mature trees creating a leafy canopy. Churches and historic buildings line its perimeter, their spires and grand facades framing this tranquil oasis. Let's lower our altitude slightly and drift over the streets that radiate from the city centre. The city boasts one of Australia's finest collections of early colonial and Victorian architecture, revealed in the rooftops and the very fabric of the streetscape. We can trace the narrow laneways that cut between buildings, some still paved with original cobblestones. The colors of the city's heritage are striking. The deep, rusty red of the old bricks contrasts beautifully with the creamy tones of sandstone. As we move away from the dense historic core, the city's character begins to change. We now float over the inner suburbs that climb the gentle slopes of the valley, where the rigid grid gives way to winding, tree-lined streets. From the sky, the suburbs unfold like a comfortable, well-loved quilt. What is most striking is the sheer amount of green space. Nearly every home has a backyard, creating a vast, continuous suburban forest. Our journey now takes us to the very edges of Launceston, to the fascinating boundary where the built environment gives way to the wilder landscapes of Tasmania. We see the last rows of suburban houses backing onto rolling green farmland or dense eucalyptus bush. Looking south, we can see the foothills of the Great Western Tiers, a formidable mountain range. On a clear day like today, their distant blue-hazed peaks serve as a constant, majestic backdrop to the city. As our gentle journey across the sky comes to an end, we begin to climb higher, taking in one last panoramic view of the entire scene. From this great height, all the elements we have explored come together in a single, breathtaking vista. We see the city heart nestled securely in its valley, the silver sheen of the Tamar River, the dramatic slash of the Cataract Gorge, and the suburbs spreading out like a fan. The surrounding hills roll away to meet the horizon. The entire landscape is bathed in the soft, clear light of a Tasmanian winter's day. There is a profound sense of peace and wholeness to the scene, a feeling that everything is exactly where it should be. So as we drift away into the endless blue, carry this image with you. Whether you plan a visit one day or simply keep this place in your mind as a tranquil sanctuary, we hope this journey has brought you a measure of calm and wonder. The world is full of beautiful, quiet corners, and today we have had the privilege of floating above one of the very finest. Farewell from Launceston, a city that dreams peacefully between the river and the hills.